The Los Angeles Chargers are about to play their second preseason game of the 2026 NFL season. On today's video, we're going to break down the players that you need to be on the lookout for. The Chargers game plan for this game. Will starters play in this game? The 49ers game plan for what they are going to do in this game. So grab some popcorn, sit down on your couch, and watch this video. Chargers Now is presented by PrizePicks. I am your host, Will Ortner, and we have a very exciting and fun matchup between two California teams for this second preseason game for, well, both the Niners and the Chargers. Now, obviously, we want the team in the south part of the state to come out on top and get the big victory. But I'm telling you right now, I think this is going to be a fun and exciting game. I tried to say a fun and exciting game at the same time. That's not a word, William. But I'll tell you right now that this is a matchup where you are going to see some of the better teams in the National Football League. Now, both teams obviously had a very fun and rousing joint practice earlier this week. Couple of injuries for both squads, but it does feel like for the most part, both teams are in a position where you have to feel at least a little comfortable with where you are at. I'm super excited for this game. I think you're going to see top-end coaching. I think you're going to see even better top-end talent on the field, and I just feel like this is the best primer that we're going to get for real football, which is only a couple of short weeks away. If you want the Chargers to beat the San Francisco 49ers, make sure that you go in the comment section of today's video and hit that thumbs up button. We're going to manifest it. The special lady friend, that's kind of her cup of tea. I don't know that I always agree with it unless it's on a YouTube video when it comes to beating another NFL opponent. So hit the thumbs up button. Help us help the Chargers win this game. So the 49ers, let's look at our opponent. I think Sun Tzu said it best in The Art of War, scout your opponent. I think that's paraphrased. The 49ers are planning to have some of their starters play in this game as they're getting ready for the regular season, which makes sense. Most teams typically have their starters play a little bit game 2, and then game 3 just kind of depends on the organization. Game 1, the 49ers really didn't play anyone of importance, so it'll be interesting to see where the 49ers are at, and it'll be interesting to see how long they let their starters go. Kyle Shanahan, he had this to say on the 49ers game plan, and this is something that we should be on the lookout for. He was asked if his starters were going to play. He said not all of them, but I expect a number of starters to play. Unlike last week, you guys will see a number of them out there. So that is interesting to note and something very interesting to pay attention to, in my opinion. When you look at the Los Angeles Chargers, Jim Harbaugh made it very clear that there are going to be a lot of starters, if not all of them, out on the field for this team. Now, it is important to remember that guys who have been dinged up, don't be shocked if you don't see them out on the field. Like Quentin Johnston, to me, I don't think I need to see him in this game. You get rolled up on, take the day. It's fine. We'll get you back for next week's practices and potentially get you back for the third preseason game if that's what the Chargers want to do. Now, that doesn't mean he won't play. I'm just saying right now at this time that we are recording, I don't think that I need to see him out there. I know what he can do. The rest of the starters, I am interested in seeing what you've got going. Are you excited to see the Chargers on the football field tonight, especially those starters? We haven't had a chance to see what Justin Herbert looks like with Mike McDaniel. We haven't had a chance to see what Omarion Hampton looks like with Mike McDaniel. I'm excited to see what this crew is going to be able to do. Let me know what your opinion is in our comment section by saying yes or no. The reason why I'm excited to see this group is, look, I understand that it's going to be limited snaps. Sounds like it's really just going to be a series. I want to know what the ones are going to be able to do. The offense looked crisp and clean. I want to see if that offense can look the same with the ones. Defensively, how do some of the big-name guys look with defensive coordinator Chris O'Leary calling the shots? I want to know what this team is going to potentially look like when you trot them out on the field week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. I want to know. I'm nosy. So I'm interested to see what this group is going to look like, and it has me fired up. We're going to get into our 5 players to watch for this game. Don't miss that. But before we do, I need to let you know that today's show is made possible by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app and is the best place to win cash while watching sports. With the football season right around the corner, there's no better time to cash in with our friends at PrizePicks. And I'll tell you this, the app is really easy to use. For player picks, just pick more or less on a few players' stats and lock in your lineup. That's it. PrizePicks is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. One thing I love is the new social feeds feature, where you can share PrizePicks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can actually follow me on the app, at BigWill7774, to see all of my lineups. I have a lineup for the football action going on later on this year. Justin Herbert, more on his pass yards. Quentin Johnston, more on his receiving TDs. Rashid Shaheed, more on his receiving yards. New user offer. Best of all, play your first $5 and get $150 in lineups if you win. Just use code HMA when you sign up. That's right. PrizePicks just switched up their offer, so there's no better time to join. Lock in and win that first lineup. That's code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 plus lineup. My first player to watch in this game is going to be DJU. That's right, DJ Uiagalelei. I was very impressed with what he had to do over the last game against the Houston Texans. I think his dad was tweeting about it nonstop, while his kids might not have his tweets up. I think they both have admitted to blocking him. I'll tell you right now, I love looking at Big Dave Uiagalelei's Twitter account. DJU looked fantastic. There was a conversation, would he end up putting himself into a spot where he could be the QB2 for this Chargers team? I think that if he has another good game, we're going to be talking about him in that way. He looked very efficient with the football. He had a good command of the offense. I was impressed with everything that I saw from DJU. I'd like to see if he can continue that, because the Chargers do need to have a strong backup behind Justin Herbert, although, fingers crossed, we'll never have to use him. Omarion Hampton is next, man. I'm excited to see what this kid can do in the Mike McDaniel offensive scheme. From everything that we are hearing from joint practices and training camps, this guy is going to be one tough son of a you-know-what to get down for opposing defenses. He's running through opponents, arm tackles. He is a physical monster. And I'm telling you right now, the guy is not going to go down with just one guy pushing and shoving on him. Omarion Hampton is a very good player. He's been elite during this camp. He was good last year before he ended up getting injured, and I think that this is going to be an even better offense to see him explode. I can't wait to see Omarion Hampton. Brenen Thompson, I can't tell people enough about him. I was at the chiropractor earlier today. I was talking to my guy, Dr. Will. Not the same guy, different Dr. Will. Well, I'm not a doctor. Anyways, Brenen Thompson, man, I could not highlight him enough because my chiropractor was wondering, what guy do I need to be on the lookout for? Who's someone that could have a really good season? I'm telling you, man, his game against the Texans is misleading. 2 catches, 30 yards, essentially 15 yards a clip. That's a pretty good game. He was targeted a lot of times by Trey Lance, and I think if a couple balls had been put more on him, and frankly, if Trey Lance wasn't just death staring Thompson all the way down, you would have seen a bigger game for him in joint practices. He had multiple 50-yard touchdowns. Brenen Thompson is elite, and he's going to be a big focus for this team. I can't wait to see what he's able to do on the field for the Los Angeles Chargers. Which player are you most excited to see play tonight? I'm very interested in what your opinion is there. I feel like I'm leaning towards Brenen Thompson, but I can be talked out of it. If you have a different person or you have the same person, let us know in the comment section. Loud and proud. I think they say what? Show up and show out? Do it for us. All right, next player. Jake Slaughter, man. Look, I don't mean to do a verbal meme here, but I'm going to do it because Jake Slaughter all of a sudden just got a lot more important in the workspace. Tyler Biadasz, best case scenario, is going to be out for a very long time this season. At the time of recording, there is still not an announcement on just how long that injury is going to keep him out for, but it certainly seems like it could be a season ender. That means Slaughter is no longer in the competition for that starting left guard spot because he's in the competition for the starting center spot, and frankly, he is your starting center. Now, obviously, he had a lot of success at the University of Florida, but you were hoping to not have to use him at center just quite yet. It certainly sounds like he is someone that has had success during OTAs, minicamp, and during training camp at that center spot, but that was with the 2s. What are you going to look like with the 1s? He needs to be out there on the field a lot longer than the rest of the other starters because he needs to get used to that NFL speed. Can't wait to see him. Last guy is Dame Tucker, man. You know how much we love him here at the channel. We've been highlighting him, shouting him out Had a decent game against the Texans. He did a little bit, but a lot of it didn't end up showing up on the stat line, only really having one tackle. I need to see more from Dame Tucker. Get a pressure, man. Get a QB hurry. Get in the backfield. Make life a living you-know-what for that offense in San Francisco. Do not allow that San Francisco 49er offense to move freely when they're coming to your side. I want Dame Tucker to make this team. I'm rooting for him. I think he's a fun story, and I think that if this was the team that had Hard Knocks on it, he'd be the one that everyone was like kind of focusing in on. He'd be the guy that Hard Knocks really honed in. Will he make the team? Will he not? Because he's right on the fringes for making this roster. Perfect opportunity to go and do it. Go earn a job, Dame Tucker. I'm rooting for you. I hope he gets the job done. Hit the thumbs up button on today's video. We're trying to get over 200 likes. I think that we can do that. Hit that subscribe button as well. This is going to allow you to come and join producer Tom and myself. We will be live a half hour before the game in what we call a watch party, which means you can watch the game with us. We're going to have some beverages. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to talk Chargers football. So hit that subscribe button. Set your notifications to all. Come join us for that watch party. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video. Can't wait to see you next time. And as always, pull the freak up.